This is Verkada CB52TE outdoor telephoto bullet camera. I just mounted this on the side of my house. Did the same thing for a client a couple weeks back. It's 5 megapixel resolution, 8 to 20 millimeter focal length, 50 meter infrared range, IP67, which is the highest waterproof rating, IK10, highest level of impact resistance with advanced analytics. This is the crawl space of my house. Don't mind the insulation. I tacked that up there, made it nice and neat. Blue cable that's coming out of there is through the vent is Cat 6, runs along the floor joist, comes right along here all the way across, and then tacked on to the floor joist and up through the floor to the computer. The other video, you could see where that cable had came up through the vent in the house, and you can see right there, that's the satellite cable. I had to clear that out to make sure I could get this cable up, run along the same grooves. And the camera will go right up there. So I've done some prep work. Got this all ready to be wired up. I'm gonna finish putting on the plate, shoring up this mount. I'll put this booger right in there, and then I'll terminate this end of the wire, plug it into the camera, and then get the camera mounted to that bracket, to that wall mount. So now I've got the wall mount. I'll cut this off right about right here, maybe about right there, give me some room, and then I'll mount the camera, get it all adjusted to where it needs to be, and then power up the camera. So this is something that is a requirement for Verkada cameras. Well, most all outdoor cameras have something similar to this. You can see how narrow that is. If I'm going to put a RJ45 on the end of this cable, which I'm going to, I need to feed the cable through this first before I put that RJ45 on there. So if this will focus, you can see that I've terminated this end, and that little black grommet, I call them grommets, but it's basically just a sealer. It's on the other end, and if I tried to take this out, it would not fit out of there. So it kind of seals it up and actually secures it so that if the wind were to blow and this would get pulled or something, it shouldn't come out of here very easily. So the next time I come back, I'll connect that end to the camera. So I got the camera all mounted. I'll be putting silicone inside that right there to make sure there's not a, I mean, even though it's under the eave and it shouldn't get any water in there anyway, I'll put some silicone in there, and then across the top seal it up, because there's holes in the back of this. I want to make sure that they don't leak. And I'll make some adjustments to the camera. So what you're watching here is I've made the adjustments to the camera like I was saying in the video prior to this, and what I'm looking at now is the Verkada command, looking at vehicles that come to our place, leave our place, for whatever reason. We get alerts from that. I've drawn a certain place where we get motion and whatnot.
So what you're looking at right now is a picture of our driveway, my son's face there, and what I really wanted to highlight is the infrared at night stuff, where you can see how clear his face is as he's moving in and out of the camera view in the motion area. And you can see myself and my son-in-law and my son, and we're all in the video. And in some upcoming videos, what I'll do is I'll show some features of these Verkada cameras that you can use to search using the color of their clothes or their faces by uploading a picture of a particular individual if they're continuing to come back. And I'm circling right there my son's face just to illustrate how detailed you get with a 5 megapixel camera infrared at night. In the future, I want to mount a dome camera that's 4K inside of a business someplace and work in conjunction with a business someplace that will also record audio so that we can get some better videos, and we'll detail that in the future. Thanks for watching.